Today on Forbes, Tommo Credit says it will boost your credit score, but here's why that's misleading. In October 2025, a resident of Fallsburg, New York signed up for credit boosting service Tommo Credit. After using it for a month, he saw no improvement and tried to cancel. When he clicked the cancellation button, a pop-up took over his screen that said, quote, "We understand credit building can be frustrating. Schedule your free counseling call, $129 value, now. Relax, sit back, let us help you." A schedule call button sat at the bottom. After trying multiple times over several days, he gave up and changed his payment method to an inactive card to block further charges. This ordeal appears in a class action lawsuit filed last month in the Northern District of California. It reflects an all too familiar tale about 7-year-old San Francisco fintech TomoCredit, which calls itself a mission-driven company, quote, "committed to helping individuals, especially those excluded from traditional credit systems." For annual plans costing from $100 to $1,000, Tommo Credit says it gives consumers access to a credit line of up to $100,000 and will deliver up to a, quote, 10x credit boost. It claims to offer, quote, all major bureau support and markets aggressively through Google, emails, and text messages, but it doesn't provide actual loans or lines of credit. In 2024, as Forbes reported, the 3 credit bureaus that control U.S. residents' credit histories, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, all stopped accepting Tommo Credit's data. They haven't resumed since, making it impossible for the service alone to improve a credit history or score. In a statement, Tommo Credit said it, quote, takes customer service and regulatory compliance seriously and cannot comment on legal proceedings. Regarding its promise of a credit line, the company said the, quote, actual credit line is subject to approval, end quote, apparently referring to loans from outside lenders. As for, quote, all major bureau support, it said, quote, bureaus are our partners in open banking innovation. Tommo Credit's lawyers claimed 80% of users saw an average 46-point credit score increase, citing internal metrics, but offering no evidence or explanation of how this is possible given credit bureaus don't accept their data. Customers nonetheless complain online, expecting their Tommo Credit accounts to be reported and to boost their scores. Tommo Credit was last valued at $222 million in 2022 and has raised about $40 million from investors like Morgan Stanley and MasterCard. Over the past 3 years, Tommo Credit has racked up 870 complaints at the Better Business Bureau. The BBB rates it an F for the number of complaints and failure to respond to most of them. Many users say it is excruciatingly difficult to cancel. Before fall of 2024, there was no online cancellation option. It has since added a button, but consumers say it often doesn't work and requires scheduling a call. Tommo Credit's lawyers deny that cancellation is difficult and say procedures are, quote, fully compliant with applicable law. The new lawsuit follows others filed in 2025, alleging violations ranging from attempting to collect debts not owed to sending marketing texts after consumers asked it to stop. Outcomes have varied, with Tommo Credit denying allegations and noting 2 cases were dismissed in its favor. Consumers are also confused by pricing. For annual subscriptions, a monthly price appears in large font while the full annual charge is shown in smaller type at checkout. One November 2025 complaint from a customer charged $1,000 reads, quote, I was shocked and scared because I was expecting a charge of $83. $1,000 was all I had in my account. Tommo Credit says its pricing terms are, quote, clearly displayed and, quote, not misleading. Founded in 2019 by Korean immigrant Christy Kim, Tommo Credit has pivoted several times. It began as a MasterCard charge card aimed at boosting credit, but stopped issuing the card in 2023, though it still advertises the card prominently. It then shifted to its costly Tommo Boost subscription service and has also promoted a proprietary credit score and a virtual assistant. Fintech giants Stripe and Adyen process payments for Tommo Credit. Google Pay also facilitates payments. Stripe declined to comment, Adyen did not respond, and a Google spokesperson said merchants that violate its terms are removed. Under President Biden, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau aggressively pursued enforcement each year, but under President Trump and Acting Director Russell Vought, activity halted. For full coverage, check out Jeff Coughlin's piece at Forbes.com. This is John Palmer from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.